Hey guys, welcome to BritAsia TV. I'm your host Parth, and today we have a very special guest with us, Neha Tomar, which is a very versatile singer. She goes by the name NATO the artist. Welcome, Neha.
Thank you, Parth. Thank you, BritAsia.
Is this your first time in the UK?
Yes, this is my first time, and this is my first UK tour.
Oh.
And that's why I've named it Aram, the beginning.
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Like, आपने इस बारे में सोचा, and have you named it yourself?
Yes,
And you have done your independent tour.
yes.
It's not with a promoter or anything.
It's an independent tour.
Oh, that's really good. Where have you performed, in what cities?
I've performed in Manchester,
Okay.
The Voice Manchester, and London. It's coming up at Nehru Centre, UK High Commission.
And you have done the Manchester show.
Yes, it
How
was a
was
big hit, and there was so much love from our own people. And because I do a medley of my original songs with world music and popular Bollywood music, so because it kind of enthralls the audience and keep their interest glued with your performance. Because I dance also. I really love dancing when I perform on my
I've
songs.
seen some clips on Instagram.
Yes.
You were on the stage with some dancers.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
do you choreograph yourself, or do you have your choreographers?
Sometimes it's mostly choreographed by the people who I hire.
Okay.
So this time it was with Selena and Bhangra Group.
Oh, that's really nice.
But they had majorly choreographed it. Earlier it was Kings United from Mumbai.
Wow.
But mostly they look at my own body language, what I go, because I also know dancing.
Oh,
So they are very open to my thoughts, how I do. But yeah, it was a lot of fun coming back to Manchester. They loved my original songs more than the popular music, because then they said, this we keep hearing.
Yeah.
Every other Punjabi artist or artist from India come there, sing these tracks. But your originals were really amazing. Did you compose them? I said, yeah, I've composed them. Really? I said, yeah, I have composed my tracks and I'm singing and I wrote lyrics for
Yeah,
them.
I have seen that you write your own lyrics.
Yes.
What's the thought behind it when you think of a song? How do you write it? What's the process like?
Parth, to really tell you one thumb rule that I follow while I compose my song will be tough, because sometimes I just wake up and I have a mood and something I'm humming, and when I hum, the words come along.
Yeah.
And I call myself more of a singer lyricist, less of a songwriter singer, because the words come very handy to me. I love reading.
Okay.
And I come from a land where Bulleh Shah, Baba Farid, our grandparents will just speak their lines just like that. So you've just heard their
Those quotes
poems,
and,
their quotes. So it just, when I'm humming, it comes along with words.
Okay.
And then I just have to tie them in a thought. And then I have a particular taste for certain instruments. So I kind of give a basic arrangement to it. Like I like certain native instruments. Rabab sound is my favorite. I love it to the core.
Yeah.
Rabab, ukulele. Then I like to fuse it with EDM pop.
Yeah.
I love David Guetta, Martin Garrix, Tomorrowland, the entire thing. But I like the fact the nativeness and the Indianness of it shouldn't go away, because that's who I am to my core.
True.
And also because all of us are now such global people, we are listening to world music so much. So we are influenced by it largely also.
100%, yeah.
So my song ensembles that, and then my programmer, song producer takes over. We sit together on the making. It's not that given it totally. So yeah.
But you said like you compose as well.
Yes.
Have you got a training in music? Have you learned classical music? Have you learned any kind of music?
No.
It's just self-taught talent.
No. So I have not been formally educated in music ever. But recently I've started to brush my skills, make myself better in music. So I'm learning classical music from Kaladham.
Wow.
It's a center of music, classical music and vocal teaching of global excellence. So they provide you online classes, because they are giving professional training, vocal therapy, as well as musical training to kids all across the world of all ages, from 4-year-old to 60-year-old.
Okay.
And from Canada, US, Germany, India, Mumbai, Delhi, they provide education to all. I really found, and it's close by to where I stay in Mumbai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you stay in Mumbai?
I stay at Yari Road.
Don't go at her house, please.
Okay. Yari Road, that's 7 bungalows.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Andheri
really
West.
Nice place, really nice place. And how are you finding UK?
I really loved Birmingham,
Yeah.
Manchester more than central London. Although Central London has got all of the safety nice, it's quite smooth, like your town in Mumbai. But I feel Manchester, because there was so much love, because of my, I think, shows, feedback.
But you haven't done the London one, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. But I just kind of got the vibe because I saw more Indians when I got down in Birmingham.
Manchester.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
in
Manchester.
Birmingham, yeah.
So I felt the vibe was very warm.
True.
And I am more of, wanting my own people nearby me. But I think, yes, I'll get by and by. It's just been a week.
So on your Instagram, I've seen a line in your bio saying daughter of the sun.
Yes.
Like, what's the point behind that? What's your thoughts in that? Why you having with that?
It's a good question, and very rarely someone come across asking me, why do you write daughter of sun? So on my WhatsApp also it's there. When I was very young, I lost my father.
Okay.
And me and my father every day would wake up, and there is a salutation you give in our
Surya Namaskar.
Surya को अर्घ देते हैं, जल चढ़ाते हैं. So we used to do that together. And when we would do that together, somehow it became a ritual for both of us. So when I was very young, we lost him in a road accident. I felt that he just became one with that sun. So when I look at sun, I feel it's just him. It's him. When I'm looking at him, it's my father that I'm looking at. So I'm his daughter. So it
it makes you feel connected to him.
Yes. When I look at sun and it's a bright day, I feel it's him. I love summers. So yeah. And on my special days, when there is a concert or I'm going for an important meeting, or that day really matters to me, I just look up into the sky and I look for that nice sun. Even though it's tough to look at the sun with its brightness and everything, I feel I'm looking at my father. So daughter of sun comes from there. It's a very
really
deep
nice, very
thing
deep
for
meaning.
me.
Not just a bio.
Yeah.
How you thought that you wanna go into the music? Where this journey started from? Like, what's the first thought you get when you're a child? Have you observed anything? Have you got inspiration from anyone? Like, why you wanna be a musician? What was the thought behind it?
So how and when it started, this I don't know. But I just started. Even as a kid, I would write poems that would be in English, and then it later became our own language. In English, you will write those poems and then try to give it a melody and sing in front of your parents. So that is just one thing that it was there. And also during one of there is this talent round in pageants. So apart from dancing, it was asked, what can you do? I said, okay, I'll sing. And I sang. I remember. And they were like, oh, wow, when did you learn? Then again, I had no answer, like I did not learn. It was very, very young in my age. I was doing this Miss Fresh Face of North and everything. And I won that pageant. But that is second thing that I could go back in past and recall.
Yeah.
But I can't really pinpoint a moment when it started. But professionally, I started to make music from end of 2019.
Okay, before the COVID happened.
Before. And COVID, I was like very happy.
Why?
Because I used to be so busy working in Mumbai.
In COVID?
Before
the lockdown?
COVID.
Or before COVID?
And I decided I am not going to work. I'll move to a smaller house so that my bills are less. I'll reduce my debts somehow so that I have more time freedom and I can make songs. I quit jobs that were taking a lot of time, even though they were paying such handsome, lucrative salaries. I said no. A pinching salt I took. I said no to really luring amounts of money, work. And not that it was easy for me or there was some monetary family support, but I kept moving to smaller houses, to PG setups, to even smaller, so that I could just have that small space. And COVID, I did not know COVID was going to come. So March, I decided I was working in Jam 8.
March 2020.
2020. So I was working in Jam 8.
What was Jam 8?
Jam 8 is a studio run by a music composer of Bollywood, Preetham.
Oh, okay.
But I quit that because I felt that was not the place for me. And I wanted to do independent, and I just wanted to start my solo journey as a singer-songwriter. And I had quit the job in Feb. March 11, there was the first lockdown, and then it became like a whole year. So when I quit my job, after 1 month, COVID came.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Feb I quit my job, and 11th March and 13th March, I remember, that's when it was announced, a global pandemic. I was very happy because I got all the time in the world to make songs. And yes, it was tough because I had I did not have a stable job. So I was doing anything and everything Fiverr. I was even ghostwriting for people, giving away my lyrics at throwaway prices just to support myself.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I was writing blogs for people. I was helping people write and finish their scripts. I was doing anything and everything that I could do to survive and get my time freedom to make songs. But then once I made my song, there were like 6 songs ready, and I was making my friends here. They said, go to Sony, this sounds really good. I said, are you mad? They will entertain me. I'm not even a composer. How will I prove them I made it? No, I'm not doing it. So I sat on those songs. Then I was a little hard of money. Then I picked up another job. This was Revati's film. She was doing, I was the creative director on that. Suraj was the producer. So I did that job. It helped me kind of make that money and save for next 6 months. Like I said, me and Bollywood have a very sweet and sour relationship. I give it my all, but I end up feeling like, something didn't work out. And I just I'm like, not now.
But is there a reason like why you felt like doesn't people support there? Is it too much pressure, or it's really hard for a newbie to enter the industry?
I don't think so. It's about newbie or it's about pressure because I come from an army background. I'm very much trained. Like any other person who comes to Mumbai, forget about army background. They are determined that they're going to do a lot of hard work. So pressure is never a problem. Even entry for newbie in any industry, you've come here all the way leaving India. Even that's not a problem. Problem lies where you see sycophancy work their way over and above talent. Problem is when you are giving all your best, but you do not know how to propagate it and make a propaganda about it. Hey, I'm working very hard. See, I worked extra hours. See, I'm all the night in office working on your film. So I just felt it's a very less gratifying. So when I sit on my songs, I sit on my melodies, I can see the output. Mistakes are mine. Good things are mine. There is nothing to blame anybody.
True.
There is nothing to... and also, when I do a lot of hard work and you see just somebody, at the end of the day, you can't call one brick as your own in a filmmaking until you are a director and the main leads. Although everybody's contribution from spot boy to lightman to each and everybody have their sweat and blood into that film. But only few people get to call the film their own. So this film that I'm talking about, I didn't get my credit. It's all their official. They have their on Instagram, my pictures being uploaded. We have creative director and everybody, but my credits were taken away. So that was also something I really felt bad, working so hard because things didn't go well between me and the director. I was the creative director, and it's a very fishy and very marshy place to be in. So, but yes, I got that kind of breather which I wanted monetarily to support my song making.
And
yes. Yes, I picked up this job precisely to support again my song making process. By then I knew either I have to be in and pitch my song or pick up job. There was no option. So I went door to door, every label. Such as Warner, Jay Mehta, CEO of, as we speak of Warner, Anurag Bedi of Z, Sony. At that time there was Tanmay, A&R, some kind of 3-4 people over there. And even Just Music, which is run by Vashu Bhagnani. And Z was the last that I'd gone to. Everybody loved my song. They wanted to do the song, but either their timetable didn't match when they wanted to release, or the commercials were too shallow for me to accept. Why I said yes to Z? Because they were ready to release instantly. The only deal I had with Anurag sir at that time, who was at the Z Music, that I want releases ASAP.
Which song was that?
First one? No, the first album that had like 8 songs. Yes.
Okay.
So it worked out that well because with Sony, what was happening, they had 2 months, 5 months gap. With Warner also, they loved the song, but they wanted to sign me as an artist. And I just felt that to be signed up as an artist is second, but first I want to see how my songs are doing. I'm not at 16 or 17 to be signed up by somebody. I felt back then in my mind. I just felt Z fell in place and they were ready to release my album ASAP. So on every Friday, I had my one song coming out.
On YouTube?
On YouTube, on all platforms across globe. And it started to do well. and it did so well, and Z showed a lot of interest, and other labels also. At that time, T-Series also said yes for Ranjana. Just 2 days after Z said yes. And then I said, no, they have said yes and I can't give. And this Ranjana song is part of that album. I won't take it out. Because my paperwork was done, the basic MOU on the email, yes. And I was to sign the contract within 7-8 days and return it to them. So my second album also happened because the first album was a big, nice, good hit. Bulla Kenda, Ranjana, Shikayatein, Kudi Pataka, Diamond. These, and in fact, one song, we even went in Switzerland and shot it, a music video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
This was Kudi Pataka.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that
yes,
one.
and Ganesh Acharya directed and
they
choreographed.
it. That's really nice. And then how you went through the labels, how was your experience? Like now you have released so many songs.
Yeah.
You just came out with an album. So like it wasn't an easy task for you to go to labels, and how you got in contact, how do you network like that?
So because I had worked in films before as an assistant director, so I knew the same labels in our country also are film studios. Z has a film division, Sony has a film division, T-Series. So they knew Neha has been working as an assistant director, as a creative associate. So I would just send my song sample and ask, sir, I really need to pass on this song to a label. Could you help me? There'll be some time. I'll let you know. Or I'll just go around asking somebody, can you please find out? I've got this LinkedIn connect. Can you just pull out from Lucia? We get to this thing. There is a way we can pull out 2 connects. So there'll be an email address. With that, I remember I even contacted Whitehill. They showed tremendous interest, but my all songs had gone to Z by then. By the time we could even finish our first round of conversation with Gunbir, who heads Whitehill. So their contact also I had pulled out from LinkedIn. So they'll have their email addresses there. So I'll email my songs on SoundCloud and they would respond back. So by the time they would respond, there'll always be a gap of 10-12 days. So by then I wouldn't sit. I'll be keep checking my emails if I've received any response. So somebody, you can just get in touch with a commercial head or A&R. This is the number. So I'll WhatsApp them my songs. So this took a time for me. Hence, I had to pick up jobs which I didn't like and walk over.
Support yourself.
Yes. To support my song making, to support my bills, to be able to survive in Mumbai. So So I had, the last option in front of me was to pick up a job which is in my direction field that I had been doing, or go and pitch my song at whatever condition. And as long as release is happening, I'll go for it. And it happened. And it worked in my favor. So now I have released my 3rd album that has 11 tracks, Reboot, independently.
On your own channel?
On your own. On my own,
Oh, that's really great. But for one thing I have observed in your music is you have 3 genres of language in the music. So you can sing in Hindi, you can sing in English, you can sing in Punjabi. Like how this variety comes to you, and like I have observed those who are professional in English, they only sing English songs, but you are doing lots of languages.
I feel this is who I am, multiple languages. I speak English, I speak Hindi, I speak Punjabi. So that's what you see in my songs as well. So there is something I don't have to try too hard, because you and me can speak in English, you and me can speak in Hindi,
100%,
and we can speak in Punjabi. Yes.
Punjabi style.
So with English, because I've been a literature student as well, so I have a good command on English relatively than the rest of the people who are not from that background. And I've been listening to a lot of world music since childhood. I always, like, if you'll ask me where I see myself, I'd love to perform at Super Bowl, just like how J-Lo, Beyonce, Shakira does. Same time, I'd like to sit like Abida Parveen, Reshma, and sing some of my Sufi songs. So both of these kind of personalities as artists are there in me. I love dancing, so I want to be able to perform as a female Michael Jackson on my songs and create that magic. And if I'm able to do that, this life is fulfilled.
You have another song called Paris. It's a Punjabi song, right?
Paris is a Punjabi song.
It was in Instagram trending for 6 weeks. How does that come up? Have you wrote it yourself?
Okay, so Paris went trending for 6 weeks on Instagram, and it was a surprise for me because when I composed this song and I sung it, it was a very free-flowing feeling. I wanted to go Paris last year in winters, and I thought my songs are gonna work. I'm gonna get concerts. I'll make some money. I'll take myself and mom Paris, and yeah. Then my programmer, my music producer, he told me, you don't even have a boyfriend who can take you. Shame on you. And from there, the thought came, let's make this song.
To like Paris.
Paris. And then the whole song talks about, the girl speaking to her boyfriend, take me Paris, propose me there.
Do you want to sing it for our audience?
Yeah, I can. Or I can sing Ki Paya also. There's a...
Which one?
Ki Paya.
That's
a story linked with this.
Okay.
Yes. So when Paris, the story was going on, the girlfriend talks to the guy that why don't you take me Paris? And there if you propose me, maybe I'll say a yes. So make sure. Then when they go Paris, the whole conversation is going on between me and this guy.
Yeah.
In my head. That, you got me to Paris and everything, but what a pathetic experience. What did I even get? So the song Ki Paya, I finished while making Paris.
Okay, like both are your Punjabi hits.
Punjabi hits, and I did a small promotion around Paris, just like asking few Instagrammers to make reels and stuff.
Yeah.
But it picked so well that it went 6 weeks trending on Instagram.
Reels.
Because, I don't come from a background where I could blow up money on promotions and stuff like that. But it happened for an artist like me, it was a blessing. So, if you want, I can sing Ki Paya.
Yes, please. Thank you.
तेरे लिए होके छल्ली तेरे लिए होके कमली तेरे लिए होके छल्ली तेरे लिए होके कमली तेरे लिए होके बैरिया की पाया मैंने 10 वे दे जानिया की पाया मैंने 10 वे दे जानिया जट्टी नू हीरा ना कोई झांझर चाहिदा बस एक प्यार तेरा सच्चा चाहिदा जट्टी नू हीरा ना कोई झांझर चाहिदा बस एक प्यार तेरा सच्चा चाहिदा.
That's really amazing. Have you wrote this yourself?
Yes. Every song so far on all my 3 albums I have composed, written and sung myself.
That's really good to hear.
Thank you, Parth. Thank you so much.
And you just released another song which is in English.
Yes.
Won't Look Back.
Won't Look Back Now.
So, like, how that came to you? I have read the lyrics. It's really good, like very deep. Like, what was your thought behind it?
So it's slightly a painful song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a recent fall down with one of my best friends, and we have known each other. I'm sure we're gonna patch up soon. I hope so. So he's been my childhood friend, and I'm a person when things ideologies need to match.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't matter color, race, religion, class, money, no money. Somewhere I felt we were at that crossroads where my ethics started to clash with that of his. And I'd been trying to patch up on making up this friendship work somehow from last 2-3 years, but this was all I could do. And then I was like, no, I'm not gonna looking back, and this is not happening. And I was constantly, this head talk was going on. And I was like, one needs to really recognize the efforts you do to keep on holding on to a friendship, and no matter what, you are ready to hold on, because that's the only thing count when you go grey. Okay, so so song happened because it's a painful song. I would not recommend for young kids.
Do you wanna sing some lines for that?
You played with my heart, you did a good job. You played with my heart, you did a good job. I won't look back now, I won't look back now. I can't look back now, I won't look back now.
And you also have one song in Hindi which also had very in views in millions. I think it was Kala Jadoo.
Kala Jadoo, yes, don't ask. That's like, oh God.
How you made that song?
Oh, okay. So my producer was dating this girl.
Okay.
It was Valentine's, and he was like, do you have some money? I want to gift her, but I have to also break up with her. But I have to gift her in a manner that she realizes her mistake. So I have a very amazing person who I work with. I said, are you sure? And he's like, I'll say this in Hindi. मुझे लगता है उसने मेरे पे कुछ कर दिया है. Because it's been days I've been wanting, but now this is it. Because I'm boyfriend, I have to maintain this image. All her friends will be gifting her, and I am the one who's not going to be gifting. But can you just lend me some money? I just need to gift her. I said, are you serious? Well, yeah. Well, let's make a song with Kala Jadoo. And that's how it happened. I was like, yeah, let's make a Kala Jadoo.
How it goes?
Vekh tera kala jadoo, kala jadoo, kala jadoo. Vekh tera kala jadoo, kala jadoo, kala jadoo. वश में तेरे ही रहती, भूख ना प्यास है रहती, न तुझ में दिलचस्पी थी, अब बस तलब है तेरी रहती. बैठा कमरे में अकेले, मेरी गुड़िया बना के खेले, शैतान भी खा ले तरस पर तू न जरा भी रहम करे रे. तन बदन में आग लगे, टूट के कौन से हाथ लगे, जाल बिछाया तूने मेरा, गुथ पे रहा ना काबू. वेख तेरा काला जादू, काला जादू, काला जादू.
So good.
Thank you.
You went deep in that.
Yeah, I took it so seriously. But yeah, most of my songs are from real situations.
Yeah.
And it just happens. Sometimes I'm having fun. Because my first two albums, some of the songs were really deep, and I was they were really suppressed emotions. But then my cousins, they're like studying in school. They were like, your songs are so dark. Because some songs like Dard Hai, It's Over, Bulla Kenda, Shikayate, they were really loved song by us, like a lot of, like you're in my age group. But I felt, when he told me this, I said, no, I don't want them to lose on love or lose on sentiments like that. So I was like, okay, let's have fun with song. So Malibu happened, Walhalala happened, which is an Arabic, Spanish fusion pop. And I got an award from Dubai Overseas Best Artist category.
For that Malibu song?
For Walhalala.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot to say that. So, yeah. So my cousins, they told me, your songs are so dark and sad. I'm already losing, I've got crushes going on, but I feel all of it is happening to me. I said, no. Let's make
They are doing that Kala Jadoo now.
So I started to make songs which are lively or funny and quirky. But in this reboot album also, Maryada is one serious song.
Yeah.
Maryada, You, Her and I, it's an English track, How Could You?
Is in reboot.
Reboot. These two English track and Maryada, they're a little serious. The rest all, you can have fun with them, go party, play in club. So yesterday I was in a restaurant in London, Lovage. So they were playing my song. I have recorded it. It's an Indian restaurant, so they were playing all the list from latest artist or something. So it was one
That's really good.
Paris.
It should be in some charts then.
Yeah,
It will be. And I've seen your recent performance in India with Kailash Kher, and it was, I think, Jio World Drive.
Yes, Jio World Drive.
Like, how did you came in touch with Kailash Kher? How was the journey with him? How is he as a person?
Okay, yes, this is a beautiful question. It has been a divine blessing from universe. The entire experience of meeting and coming in touch with Padmashri Kailash Kher ji, because not just that he's a very great human being and artist of global awards and everything that he has gained over the years, his journey has been very painful. So coming in touch with him has transformed my singing, me joining Kaladham, and also me growing as an artist. I got to perform with him at Jio World Drive, Bangalore, and couple of Pune. So that gave me a very big exposure as an artist, and I realized he supports several artists. He asked me, Neha, I am doing this to you because I want you to do this to others. I am supporting you as an artist because I believe in your music and I believe in you as an artist. I want you to support more artists, just like I've done it to you. So you need to do it. I don't want you to, I don't know whether you'll become a big star, or I don't know whether you'll achieve whatever your dreams are or ambitions are. But as long as you're able to help 5 people around you and support other artists when you get a stage, that's it. I remember, yeah. And he always tries to give you some more, whenever you meet him, there is always something you get to learn from his life,
100%.
from his talk, from his experience. There is not a single second that goes waste when you sit next to him. It's a very divine experience, but it's a very learning experience.
And how was the performance collaboration on the stage?
Oh, it's a
How's the energy?
dream come true to be able to perform with Padmashri Kailash Kher ji.
100%.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's so early on in my career I got this opportunity.
Yeah.
So I think I'm the luckiest one, chosen one.
True.
Lionsgate portal is open.
100%. It will be fine for you. You are manifesting that. And now it's time for our games, and
Games.
we are about to end the interview after that. So, it's a rapid fire kind of thing.
Rapid
Answer
fire.
quickly.
Okay, I'm not that great at
So,
it.
what's your biggest red flags in a guy?
Red flags in a guy.
Yes.
Not treating family members right. Your mom, dad, parents, your best friend. Suppose if the guy is not treating own mother and father, sister, brother correctly,
How will he treat you? Well, that's a really valid point. Keep that in mind. And who is the most famous celebrity in your contact list?
there are many, but I am in touch with Padmashri Kailash Kher ji. Yes.
That's really nice. What's your Spotify top 5 artist?
I'm listening to Bruno Mars,
Wow.
Lady Gaga,
Yeah.
Diljit.
Like my favorite.
Yes.
Eh?
Padmashri Kailash Kher ji.
Oh.
Yes. And I really liked Dua Lipa this training season.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm really listening to it on loop.
She's coming to do that tour.
A tour, yes.
So
Yes, in India,
you
Zomato
never
feed
know
it.
you collab with her. Okay, what's a dream collab for you? Like you
So
want?
I have plenty of dream collabs. You say Diljit, Bruno Mars. One is over because my dream was to work with Kailash Kher ji, Padmashri Kailash Kher ji. This is done. So I
So
hope
we can say Hindi collab is done, Punjabi and English lab.
Yes, Punjabi. Diljit, English, Bruno Mars.
Let's manifest that. And which is your dream venue to perform in?
Good one. Super Bowl.
Oh, that's really nice. What about Coachella?
Coachella. No, Coachella will happen. Yeah, it will happen.
Okay, 100%. And which food item is your stress buster?
Stress buster, chai.
Like, if you are in stress, you just go
Huh,
for chai.
nice, ginger, and I need to make it myself because that's how I know all the herbs are in right place. It's nice adrak, and I have nice cow milk which I source it from a nice this thing. All of that I need.
So you need the perfection in your chai.
Yeah, chai, stress buster.
100% same.
Although I'm a coffee person,
Okay.
yeah, I do take a nice flat white every single day,
Okay.
double shot, ristresso in it. But my stress buster would be tea.
Last question before we leave is why it's called NATO the Artist?
हाँ जी, NATO. Because मैं sports में बहुत active. I had been very active in sports, so in swimming and lawn tennis. So these guys will call NATO, NATO, NATO. So it came from there. Sports
Because
people
of
calling
Neha
me
Tomar?
Neha Tomar, NATO.
Okay, NATO.
Or they'll call me Tomar. Mostly they'll call me NATO, NATO. And now when I had put NETO, they're like NATO. I said that's not happening. I like NATO.
Yeah.
NATO sounds more powerful and
Yeah.
has a swag.
Like
and
an
I like
army.
Yeah, and I like alphabet A more than E. So I said let's make it NATO.
Before going, do you want to tell our viewers where they can find you, where they can connect with you?
Yes. So please watch my Instagram, NATO the Artist, NATO, NATO the Artist, and same goes for my YouTube channel, NATO the Artist Official, and hear my tracks and everything about my songs, song making, and my life.
Okay, that was it for today. Keep watching BritAsia TV. Thank you, Neha, for coming.
Thank you, Parth. Thank you,
And we
BritAsia.
Wish you all the best for your future.
Thank you,
collaborations.
Parth. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here sitting in BritAsia.
Thank you for coming. It was really nice. to
Thank
have
you. Likewise.
Thank you. Keep watching BritAsia TV. Keep it locked.